Did you have an indulgent weekend? Did you have a weekend where you went all in and now you've got that Monday regret because you're like, I ate too much, I drank too much, I didn't move my body? Let me know, what's your vibe from the weekend? Or did you actually feel like you had a good weekend? You got loads of steps in, you were out in nature, you enjoyed the sunshine, but they feel that need for alcohol and food, but you enjoyed the sunshine? Let me know. And if anyone knows, right, how to stop your laptop beeping, that noise that just happened, like everything's on do not disturb and like switched off, but yet it keeps making that beep noise. Drives me crazy. Everything will be shut down and it still does that. So if you've got Mac Air and you know how to stop the beeping, please let me know. Anyway, today was about motivation to shift the weight around your belly, to shift the weight in general. A lot of clients come to me and say, Julie, I'm really struggling with the motivation. I just can't get motivated. I want to lose the weight, but I just can't get motivated. So today I wanted to share with you just 5 ways really that's going to set you up for success. So by doing these 5 things, it's going to ensure that you follow them. Well, it's not going to show you follow them, but it's going to give you a framework for you to follow. And if you follow them, I can guarantee and sure you will lose weight if you follow these 5 things. And it's just going to help you keep motivated throughout. There will be tough times. There always is. If weight loss was easy, then I would be here having this conversation with you. If weight loss was easy, you wouldn't have tried all these different slimming worlds, slimming clubs, slimming fast. Oh god, I can't remember how many Airborne shite, all that stuff, if weight loss was easy. And unfortunately, these companies sell you expensive supplements, some really kind of like, shall I say, old school ways of weight loss in terms of having to strip back the food you enjoy, counting on points, or only eating these things that fall in these colors, rather than you actually enjoying your food and eating a variety of food that's good for your body and is going to set you up for success in the long term. And I think if you're subscribed to anything that requires you to buy products monthly, then for me that'd be alarm bells for a start. Alarm bells for a start. If you're buying powders and packages of things that they tell you veggie this, veggie that, or energy sticks, and it's basically caffeine and sugar, then yeah, you are probably wasting a lot of your money. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you shift the weight, and it's going to help you keep motivated throughout. So honestly, if you follow these 5 things, then you will get the weight loss. The weight loss will happen. Now, that's not to say that you won't have sticking points within that. That's what I'm here for. Then come and reach out to me. Join Healthy Well Women on Facebook. That's my community of healthy, well women. And we do motivation around weight loss, around fitness, around exercise, around mindset. And it's there to help you with all things around living a healthier life and doing it through a way that's positive for your body. It's not about restriction. It's not about punishing your body with running. It's not about stripping back and starving yourself. So come and join that group. Alrighty, well, let's get into it. So first up, what is the key around motivation? So really it's your why. And don't shy away from getting kind of quite deep on this around your why. So what are the reasons you want to lose weight? Is it for health reasons? In terms of you might have a few niggles in the body coming up. Now I say that in terms of the body sends you like warning signals. So you might have a few little niggles in the body. Might be like your knees are getting a bit sore, or you feel like you can no longer walk up the stairs without getting out of breath. You can't run after the grandkids, the kids, like you used to. And even just putting your shoes on is a bit tougher, like tying your shoelaces and reaching down to get your shoes because your belly's getting in the way. What is it, your why? And it might also be, you've gone to doctors and they're going to put like the blood pressure on you and they have to get the extender. Maybe you're going on holiday, or you've just been on holiday and you've had to get extender on the seatbelt on the plane. Or maybe it's even just feeling like, the seat's a bit tight, or nothing in your wardrobe fits anymore. All the things that you used to love wearing are no longer an option, and it's really about what you can fit into opposed to what you love to wear. So what is your why? Really get deep on that. So the why, as I mentioned, some of the reasons: fitting in the chair, fitting in your clothes, being a bit out of breath, not feeling like you can just go and run after the kids as you would do before. Maybe you're getting those niggles, those little signs in the body, and you're thinking, I want to get on top of this before it becomes worse. And it's thinking deeper than that as well. So we've got our initial why, but that internal why. So what difference is it going to make to you to lose a weight? And you're like, well, I'll be able to fit in your clothes. But how would that make you feel? So if you're able to fit in your clothes, if you're able to just run because you want to run, if you're able to go up the stairs without being out of breath, if you're able to actually go to fit comfortably in your airplane seat, like what is that real emotion feeling that you'd have? Is it pride? Is it like confidence? What are the emotions that are going to come with that if you get to your weight loss goal by following these things? So let me know. I want to know. I want to hold you accountable. So drop in the DMs. Let me know your why. Why do you want to lose weight? And what difference is it going to make to your life? And the reason I'm pushing you to go a bit deeper on this one, because this one's super important. I have quite a few clients who will reach out to me and they say, oh, I want to lose weight. You know, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then when it comes to it, yeah, it was a nice idea, but they didn't really want to put the work in because they weren't ready for the change. It wasn't important enough. And you're like, really? It's super important. I want to feel good in my swimsuit. I want to be on the beach and feel good on my holiday, not feel like I'm covering up my shoulders, not feeling like I'm ashamed of my body. But the truth is, want is different to need. So when I broke my leg and ankle, I needed to learn to walk again. It wasn't a thing of choice. I needed to do the physio to learn to walk again. And that made me realize the state of my health, because that was way harder than what it would have been if I was the size I am now. So it's that thing about the difference between a want is a desire. You know, I want to go to the shops, I want to go on holiday, I want to go out for a meal. But need is different. I need to do this thing. I need to lose weight so I can have my operation. I need to lose weight so I can fit back into my clothes. I need to lose weight to make sure I age well. I need to lose weight so I'm around to see the kids grow up. I need to lose weight to lower my cholesterol. I need to lose weight because I'm on that cusp of diabetes. I need. Your need is certain. You need to do that thing versus I want. I want's a bit flimsy, right? Say to yourself, I want to lose weight. Nah, do it tomorrow, do it next month, whatever. I need to lose weight. I'm going to start doing it this week because I need to get on it and I need to make progress on it. Versus I want to. Straight up, I want to. You're like, nah. So think about what is your why. Fitting into your clothes, health, operations, niggles in the body, you know, cusp with diabetes, those little warning signs in your body, but also the warnings around being able to fit in the airplane seat, the confidence of going out and what you're wearing. Really dig into what's your why and then the need of it. So what difference is it going to make to your life? And do you need to do that thing? And until your mindset is in the place of I need to, then it will be a struggle and you can get into the yo-yo diets. I don't take on clients who are wanting to lose weight. I take on clients who need to lose weight. They're in that place of need to. They don't get me wrong. Some people start with me and it ends up being a bit of a segue to a want rather than a need. And then I have that open conversation with them about what are we doing? Why are we doing this? If you're not following your plan, if you're not taking action, and I don't know what's going on with you, then what are we doing here? You're taking up the space of someone else. So it needs to be a need. Alrighty. Without that first step, fundamental, then you're not going to have motivation. So don't skip that first step or else you're going to struggle the whole way through. And typically you'll probably be a yo-yo dieter. So think about what's your why. Okay, next part is setting clear and realistic goals. Now, this one is one where I think, oh, because it takes me back to a bit of corporate world. I'm like, oh, goals then. But it's really thinking about what is it you want to achieve. For me, when I started on my weight loss journey, it was more around the physical side. So I spoke about being able to learn to walk again, about being able to walk again, being able to walk from room to room without having to sit in a chair and rest because I was out of breath. It was about being able to move my body if I wanted to, be able to run for a bus if I wanted to. And the weight loss came as a side of that. It was about overall health because I knew how hard it was being on crutches and being 18 plus. So it was that thing that I made that promise to myself that I would never be in that state of health again. So that was a need for me, was not to ever be in that state of health again. So that was my overall goal, if you like. In terms of a realistic and what that looked like, then it's breaking it down into the actions you will take. So obviously I started off with my physio, but after that, when the physio came to an end, it's like, what can I do to keep moving my body? So then I then looked at gym classes. I then got a PT. I then done nutrition. So what it was, I was to eat on a daily basis just to rewire the food I was having because you can't out-train a bad diet. And that's what I was trying to do. And it worked to an extent for a while, but then you plateau. okay, when you plateau, because you're still sneaking in the ready meal curries. And it's about being real with yourself as well. What is it you're willing to do in order to hit your goals? And that's why I say being realistic. Be realistic about your lifestyle, the things that you enjoy in life, the things that you're happy to go out, and things you're maybe not so happy to go out, which might be wine at the weekend. It might be the fact that you don't want to do without the wine at the weekend. Okay, cool. But then let's look at what you're eating. How are you going to change that? What healthier choices are you going to make? What are you going to choose around movement? So be clear on your goals. Be realistic also around weight loss. Now, you've taken, I don't know how long to get to this point in time. For many people, it's years rather than months to get to the weight that you are. And as frustrating as that sounds, like sometimes you can wake up and go, shit, what happened to my body? What is going on here? But this has not just happened overnight. It's not just happened in the last month. It'll typically have taken years and years for you to get to the weight you are. So therefore, you cannot expect the weight just to fall off again. So be realistic. So a safe and sustainable rate of weight loss is about 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now, obviously, there's tolerances within there because everybody's body is uniquely beautiful. And within that, there's different considerations. But a safe and sustainable weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds. And that's what I work with a basis on my clients, which means it'll approximately, if you're looking to lose a stone, it will take 7 to 14 weeks to lose a stone. Now, you might be horrified by that. If you are, and you think, oh, I've lost that before when I done Weight Watchers, I lost that before when I done Slimming World, then by all means, knock yourself out, go join those clubs, but also have a little think about what happened when you stopped doing those things and how it made you feel and how it makes you feel now around food, because food should never be a sin. There's no such thing as a sin. And it's about you not restricting yourself and being able to go out and enjoy the social events, the family events, and know intuitively what a plate of food looks like for you. So yes, you might be horrified by how long that takes, but for me on my program, it's about long-term sustainable weight loss in a way that you get to live life. And it is a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle that means you can go out with the family, you can go around to social occasions, weddings, feel comfortable, go on holiday, feel comfortable with your choices. So if you're horrified by that, then you're maybe looking about short-term weight loss gains, and it's maybe about realigning what it is you want to do. So you spoke about your why. So if your why is actually about long-term health, then if you're trying to lose weight quicker than that, I'd maybe argue that your goals and your why aren't quite aligning. But yeah, that is the safe and sustainable. So that's why I say be realistic. And just remember, you didn't put the weight on overnight, over a week, over a month. It's taking time to get there, so it'll take time to come off, and it will come off. It's being patient with your body. It's healing your body, retuning your body, you connecting back with your body to really find out about what works for you. Which leads us on nicely to number 3, which is around healthy habits. So healthy habits is all about whole of life. As you see, me sipping on water. So I always say weight loss is never just about what you eat. It's about whole of life. So there's a number of factors. So regular movement, stress levels, sleep, hormones. It's a whole host of everything that takes place day to day. If you think about today, what are the things that have happened? You probably got up. Were you tired? Were you stressed? You've gone to work. What did you have for breakfast? What did you eat? Have you moved your body? Have you been sitting all day? All these things have factors around healthy habits and how you get motivated for weight loss. So taking on regular exercise is going to help you with losing the weight, especially if it's strength training too. So strength and cardio want to work the heart muscles as well as the rest of the muscles. So strength training, a bit of cardio for the heart muscle is going to help you make better choices. I done a post on that, I think it was just Friday there about that, about if you book yourself in for a fitness session on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, you will make much better choices Friday night and Saturday night about what you eat and drink. Because if you're having to wake up and go to a workout, you're not going to want to be on a Saturday night drinking to excess or eating to excess if you're getting up the next morning to go and do something fitness-wise. So a healthy habit around a regular exercise routine can really help the decisions and the choices you make on your Friday night, your Saturday night around your eating and drinking. And your body overall, you will feel the difference when you do a training session when you've not been eating great versus when you have been eating well. you will feel that in your body, and you will regret every decision you made and every choice you made around drink as well. So getting that regular exercise routine, and remember, it's got to be something that you enjoy. Sleep as well. So 7 hours is about the benchmark for sleep. You can sleep too much, but it's that whole thing about the body's designed to move. But 7 hours for me personally is kind of a pretty good zone, 6 to 7 hours for me to sleep. If I sleep over that, I tend to get a bit sluggish and a bit low of energy. So tune into your sleep. But with sleep, it's about the repair, the restoration of the body, and allowing things to heal and recover. And reducing alcohol is going to help the quality of your sleep, but also managing stress. And that's where physical activity comes in. I mean, I always say, like, nutrition is about the weight loss side, and the fitness side is about the mental endurance and shaping and toning the body. So you think of those two aspects in terms of healthy habits. You think about nutrition, fueling your body well, and then the training side is about the mental health side, because you'll be able to handle stress much more, and life and things get thrown at you if you're mentally resilient. And working out gives you that good feel factor. Working out allows you to relieve the stress, and the nutrition allows you to fuel your body well to be able to do the movement that you want to do. So they kind of go hand in hand. And as I mentioned, the more healthy choices you make, the easier it becomes. So you can habit stack on those choices. So if you choose a healthy breakfast, then you're going to choose a healthy lunch, and then you'll be wanting to keep that momentum, because that's where motivation comes from, and momentum. And then think about your dinner choices. And then if you've got a workout in, you're going to think about, right, I'm going to work out tomorrow, so how can I fuel my body properly to work out? And you habit stack that way. And then when it comes to snacks, you're going to feel a bit rubbish if you start just eating a load of crisps and Coke and feel like your energy drops. So it's about tuning into your energy and how your body feels with the healthy habits. And when you come off, because I always say this, we like to test it. We can have a really great week with eating well, we've trained well, and then we might come off at the weekend. And in that Monday blues feeling, it's not because you're at work. Don't get me wrong, there might be an aspect to that. It's because you've overindulged in the foods and drinks that don't work for you, and you probably put yourself into a bit of jet lag if you've slept in late as well. So there's a mixture of coming off the weekend of not feeling your body well, not being hydrated, not sleeping well, and you've actually come off your routine that works for you, and that's why you feel rubbish and sluggish. So that helps you get motivated to go, right, enough's enough, I'm getting back on it. I felt horrible. And quite a few of my clients actually complain that I ruin food for them, because once they go out to like their favorite takeaways or buy the favorite snack or that desserts from Marxie's, and they have it after not having it for a while, they're like, this doesn't taste so great. Actually, this is not even enjoyable. And they're like, you ruined it for me. You can't enjoy it anymore. Because I've basically reawakened their taste buds. So it does make me laugh. But yeah, it is habit stacking is that one. All right, next one, your environment. So who you surround yourself with is who you become. And I see this with clients who are overweight. Typically, their circle are people who are overweight. Not always, don't get me wrong, but typically that circle is overweight, and chances are it's keeping them fat, because you're surrounded by feeders. You're surrounded by people who help make themselves feel better because they're surrounded by someone else who's overweight. So it's fine, we're having the afternoon teas. It's fine, we're having the cakes. We deserve the treats. So really think about your network, your environment that you're in, and create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends and family. And it's not to say that they're not supportive, but they can be the undoing. Your biggest supporters can also be your biggest saboteurs. So really think about who's supporting you and helping you. Maybe they're getting the food shop in, maybe they're saying, how can I help you with the prep? How can I help you? What are you eating this week? What are you doing for movement? Versus the people are like, let's go out for afternoon tea. Let's go here for drinks. Let's get this takeaway. Yeah, and it's that thing about you are empowered to make choices. Just take a little step back and look at your surroundings and your environment and the people within it, because we do have a social standing. So you might be the person who always finishes the plates. You might be the person that always gets the shots in. You might be the person who stays up for the last bottle of wine. It's part of your identity, but does that identity serve you anymore? Are the people you're surrounded with serving you and moving forward in your weight loss goal? It's quite a deep one, that again, but really think about where you want to be, where you're going, and the people who are holding you back, and the people who are actually helping to support you and move forward and understand what you're doing. So a positive environment as well can help you with motivation, because it is hard to lose weight, but it's going to be harder if the people around you They're trying to pull you down, pull you back, and keep you stuck on where you are. People don't like change. So there are quite a lot of people in your circle who'll be happy for you to stay as you are because it makes them feel comfortable and good about themselves too. And it's not to say they're bad people, it just happens. That's typically what happens. Alrighty, number 5, your last one, review and reflect. So week on week, what's your target? So we say 1 to 2 pounds. Reflect on what worked well for you. You maybe ate well, you had good breakfasts, you got a couple of workout sessions, and reflect on what you could do better next week. Well, actually, I was really rushed getting to that training session, so I was stressed to the max. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't have time to skip lunch. I had project work to do, so I ended up not having lunch that day. And then at the weekend, I just went out the window. So the weekend, I just had the takeaway, I had the wine, and then just go, okay, so acknowledge what was good, what was an achievement, and then what were the wins. So what were the wins? No matter how small they may seem, like if you managed to get your ankle boot on because it wasn't as tight, if you managed to feel like you had more energy to do things. So no matter how small it may be, then celebrate that win by treating yourself to a massage, a bunch of flowers, a new fitness top. Yeah, just do some, or a nice hot bath. Do something to reward yourself and recognize that. And weight wise, I said 1 to 2 pounds, but remember, please do your body measurements because the weight won't always go down. It can go up, it can stagnate. So don't always go by just the scale weight in terms of your measurements. Use the scale weight as an indication along with body measurements, the feel of your clothes, your energy too, and always review and reflect what we've done well, what do I need to do better, how does that fit into how I'm going to do my plan for this week, how am I going to improve on my meals, how am I going to improve on my movement, how am I going to improve on my mindset for the week ahead. So review and reflect so you don't keep doing the same mistakes over. And a little reminder, motivation can fluctuate over time. And the truth is, motivation comes from taking action. So be patient with yourself. This is a long-term commitment. This is about your long-term health. This is about aging well, avoiding diseases, avoiding bad health as we age, avoiding being that typical, oh, we're going into menopause, so we're going to put weight on. You don't have to be that statistic. So revisit your why every day. So whenever you're losing motivation, revisit your why, go back to why am I doing this? What are my goals? What is it I'm trying to achieve? And what do I need to do to get there? All right, as I say, if you follow those 5 steps and follow them religiously, then you will get there. Anything you get stuck on, give me a shout. And like I say, if you do need a supportive environment, join the Healthy Well Women group. It's a free community on Facebook and you can pop your questions in there. All right, thank you for joining me. Take care and go and have a super delicious lunch that fuels your body well, gives you energy and all the nutrients that you need. Take care. Coach Julie, catch you later.